My first day as a Chicago police officer on the street, I was sent to the 18th district. The field training officer said that we were going to go to a wake tonight. And I said, okay. And I thought that was kind of strange. And I was like, well, who is the wake for? And he said, well, it's for an officer in the 18th district that had killed themselves. I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. It was very safe. I kind of felt like I lived a little sheltered life. So when I came to Chicago, it was quite a big surprise. I never thought of being a police officer when I grew up. I was kind of a rebel and a punker. My boyfriend at the time said he was going to go to the public library to get an application for the Chicago Police Department. And I said, hey, why don't you pick up one for me too? So I thought that would be cool because I can show that a woman can do the same job as a man can. And I love adventure and I would love to try to get bad people. So I applied and I got in. As a police officer, your day starts out by putting on your bulletproof vest and your gun belt, and that being a reminder that you're wearing all of those things because it's a dangerous job. When Chicago police officers or I had to deal with gang members shooting each other, I expected that. So those incidents usually don't bother me, but it's those incidents where you're not expecting it or another person was hit rather than your target, that's when it's going to be more difficult. I remember one time I was responding to a call where officers just said that they had seen a stolen vehicle. So I started heading into that location. There was a family of 5, a mom and her 4 kids, and they were all young. And one of them was in a baby stroller. And the vehicle was an SUV, and it ran all of them over and slammed into a business. And I ran out of my vehicle, and I was running to them. And I knew as soon as I saw the 4 or 5-year-old kid on the ground that he was bleeding from his nose, ears, and mouth, I knew he was dead. And he looked exactly like my nephew at the time that was around the same age. And it was difficult because I knew that it could have been my sister just crossing the street. And it could have been my nephew right there. And the 4-year-old did not make it. One of the things that bothered me a lot is when I heard that woman scream when I first got on scene. There's nothing like a woman scream when they see their child injured. And I had that scream in my head. Then the dad came in, and then I had to tell him what happened. He screamed like the mom did. And that was really hard. Then after that, I was told I had to go to a traffic complaint violation of a parked car. And it was very difficult going there and talking to somebody about a car being parked too close to their driveway. You learn as an officer to not be emotional and to keep it in. Well, I kept it in because I'd already gone to calls where people were shot or I saw a baby sexually assaulted. And so I already learned how to just gulp it down and keep it down and don't share it and don't feel it. Numb yourself out, put it in a little box and put it over here and forget about it. I started to see more and more traumas happen and more officers doing things that weren't normal and that weren't right. And I even saw that in myself. It was just very common that after work you would go out drinking with everybody. And that's when you would talk about what happened on the street or the difficult things that occurred. I was very hesitant to get treatment for myself because I didn't think that they would understand. I thought that they would pathologize me or think that something was wrong with me or try to take my gun. And I didn't want that to happen, so I didn't want to get treatment. I know that's how a lot of officers feel. I've known 18 officers personally that have killed themselves, and that's not all that I know have killed themselves on the Chicago Police Department, but that's all the people that I know in my 13 years.